Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Celtics have themselves a narrow lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Heat are still very much in this matchup. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
Player of the half.
Tatum. And his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Marcus Smart. Rebound taken by Miami. It's the Heat with the possession. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Short jumper off the mark. Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Bam Adebayo trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 72%. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Down the lane, but the shot won't go.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
to Marcus Smart. To Horford. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Here comes the screen. Tatum steps out and hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Butler into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. Celtics come away with it.
Neck and neck, they couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. It's the Heat with the possession. Butler to Lowry. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Goes to the right side. Lowry to P.J. Tucker. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Oladipo. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oladipo into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Butler. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense. Nice pass to get things going.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Boston with the basketball. Gets it in the right corner. Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guy's down by 9. Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Butler. Oh, you can sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Horford. Pass stolen by Miami. Tucker. Jason Tatum sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Blocked away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Celtics have it. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Oladipo knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Got a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And scores.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Lowry into the front court. 14-point deficit. Oladipo. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Celtics have it. Cruises inside for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Butler to bring it up. Trailing by 14. To Oladipo. Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Screen coming. Curling inside. Swings it. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Heat. Lowry into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 12. Butler to Oladipo. Draws the double and still hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rises for the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Oladipo. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Parker. Goes to the left side. The drive, right to the basket. Dwayne Dedmon rejects it. Celtics keep possession. Tatum. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Drives, but a shot won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Stuffs it down with authority. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
With the interception. Miami's got it to Oladipo. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Victor Oladipo. He's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Able to convert on both free throws. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. To Parker. Tatum. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
To P.J. Tucker. Oladipo. To P.J. Tucker. From long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Off the assist.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Oh, emphatic slam.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo. 5 to shoot for Miami. 4-3. Parker grabs the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. He'd have the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
What a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Has a chance, and he hits.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Celtics have it. Parker. To Marcus Smart. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Taking advantage of the turnover.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.